folder so that I clear up my inbox. I have 1,500, it feels too many, right? So I have this folder for Josh Barton, so I'm going to go and to my sender and say, show me all emails from Josh, and there it is. And then, okay, sorry, I'm in my all documents, so it's showing me emails from Josh and others. So let me switch to my inbox and now say Josh. Okay, there you go. And then I will go back to my date filter and say, okay, all the way up to June. I don't need these 39 email messages. I can simply select all of them and then drag them and drop them into the Josh Barton folder. Again, I'm done in maybe less than 5 or 10 seconds. So I'm going to switch back to my presentation. There you go. And quickly summarize. So first, search, and the promise is that you should be able to find any email in seconds and in as many or as few steps as you need to locate them with. And this is search that is easy and very quick. The prioritization capability that we have in few clicks, as far as we've researched the market, that has both email solutions, not only Lotus Notes, but whether it is Google Mail or whether it is Outlook or any of the even comparable personal and free email service providers like Gmail or Yahoo, none of them have the kind of prioritization capability that we've introduced with few clicks. And that's a huge time saver for most of the folks that are involved with multiple activities in the enterprise. And finally, organization. You can organize your email any way you want based on your own specific needs, your own specific style of work. Very versatile, very powerful organization capabilities. Okay, it's time for my next poll, and this poll is related to the number of Lotus Notes email users in your organization. So Don will have the poll up in a minute, and here are the options again. So please pick the one that is closest to the number of email users you have in your organization. Now, in case you do not know the exact figure, you're free to make an estimate and pick one of these options.
Okay, Raveen, we have the results, and it looks like everyone is less than 500 users.
Okay, good. That's interesting. So, is there a business case that we can make, right? It looks nice. It looks good. I mean, it looks like if we get all our users to use few clicks, they're likely to save time. But is there a way that we can put a number on this? Is there a way that we can say, okay, here is how much time you're going to save? And of course, there is the cost associated with few clicks. So based on the cost, what exactly does that savings mean for my enterprise, right? So I'm going to be making a few quick assumptions here. So I'm going to say we have a user base of about 1,000 employees. I know that's more employees than any of you have, but you can relate to this example, if you're roughly half the numbers that I'm presenting here. I'm also going to make a couple of very conservative estimates. The first is that we have 80% low volume users, that is users who receive less than 30 messages per day, right? And only 20% high volume users. Now this is not very typical because most organizations either have a 50-50 kind of even split, or most organizations that are in the technology or services space have more high volume users than low volume users. But for the purpose of being conservative, let's assume we have 80% low volume users. Let's also make very conservative estimates for the amount of time that these folks save. So I'm going to assume that my low volume users are going to save around 5 minutes per day, and high volume users 10 minutes a day, right? And I'm also going to assume that the enterprise purchases few clicks at the retail price of $34.95, which is the highest possible configuration of few clicks that you can purchase, and not necessarily the most popular. And here are the results that you will see. you will find that this particular enterprise saves approximately 25,000 employee hours per year and saves $630,000. And compared to the cost of few clicks, if purchased at list price, this is a payback period of 20 days. And I think by any standard of enterprise software investments, this is extremely aggressive. Now, I'm going to also show you how you can do this yourself. If you go to the Few Clicks website or you use this link, and this presentation will be available for you to download, so you can actually download this and try it for yourself, depending on the number of users you have in your enterprise. So I'm just going to use my email ID to sign in to this page. Okay, there you go. And you can
Arvind, did we lose you? We're not hearing your voice right now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, so I just got the message on my GoToMeeting screen that the audio connection was lost temporarily. Okay, are you able to see my screen too?
Yep, we got you. We're screen and voice back. Thanks.
Excellent. Sorry about that, folks. So I was saying that I'm going to be making the same assumptions here. Also, you have to make the assumption of the average annual salary of the employees in your organization, and that's, I'm going to assume $50,000 US. And I'm going to say here $14.95, which is the price of Few Clicks Unity, the product I was actually showing you, and maybe add $1 for deployment and so on, and make the same assumption here. Low volume users save 5 minutes, high volume users save, let's say, 10 minutes, and say calculate ROI, and here you go, right? 25,000 hours of savings, $630,000 of cost savings, and based on the cost of investment, again at list price, $14.95 in Few Clicks Unity, a payback period of 9 days. I'm going to switch back to my presentation. And here are a few reviews from some of our customers. Tanimura Antl is a customer in North America. They, like those of you who are attending this webinar, are a small-sized Notes user. They have 300 Lotus Notes email users. And here is a quick snapshot from what their VP of IT had to say. We also have Asian Paints, which is one of the largest paint manufacturing companies in Asia. They have a presence in, I think, 15 or 16 countries. And they have about 4,000 users. And this is their CIO speaking. And then we have another company that's based in India, which is the Nagarjuna Group, which is, again, a manufacturing organization. They manufacture chemicals, fertilizers. And here is what their CIO has to say. Here are a few reviews from users, about how Few Clicks has impacted how they use email every day and the amount of time that they save. And again, kind of a spectrum of different kinds of users, both users from IT, from services, from Lotus Notes partners, and how they have reacted to Few Clicks. There's also a lot of media coverage, but I'm not going to spend time having you guys look at it because I'm sure you guys can go look it up on the web, but we have a lot of the technology and the business publications that have covered FewClicks from its launch through to now. Now, FewClicks was launched in June 2010, just over a year back, and in the last 14-15 months, this is the kind of adoption that FewClicks has achieved. FewClicks has licensed users in over 155 organizations and enterprise deployment of up to 4,000 users. And we also have currently trial users in over 523 organizations across 55 countries. Now, if you'd like to try FewClicks yourself or to have others in your organization also try FewClicks and see how they respond to it, that is possible, and I'm going to show you in a minute how you can do that. But before I do, here's my final poll. What version of the Lotus Notes client do you use? Do you use 8.5.2 or do you use an older version? So my simplest poll question for the end.
Okay, that poll is up. We're just waiting for everyone to log in their vote. And it looks like, again, we are split 50-50, 50% 8.5 and 50% older.
Okay, excellent. So here is this link, and if you click on it, you'll actually go to the FewClicks website, and you can download either FewClicks Unity, or this is FewClicks Unity is for those users who have 8.5.2 or above. And for those of you who do not have 8.5.2 as yet, we recommend that you upgrade to 8.5.2 because FewClicks Unity is integrated right inside your mailbox, and it is a lot easier to use. In case you don't have 8.5.2, we still integrate with Notes, and that product is called FewClicks Retro Plus. And I'm going to switch momentarily back to my Notes screen. And this is how, if you've installed FewClicks Retro Plus, you drop down the Actions menu and you can pick it up from there. And as you can see, FewClicks Retro Plus opens up as a tab, right next to your inbox. So though this is integrated into your mail client, it isn't really integrated into your mailbox, which is fine if you're not a very high volume user, but if you have a lot of emails, you might find it a little difficult to switch between the tab and your mailbox multiple times during the day. But it has pretty much the same functionality as you can see. You can see that you have all of the same functionality here with respect to search, again with respect to prioritization, and because FewClicks Unity is a tab by itself, we also have a few other nifty capabilities like the ability to search across your mail files and archives at the same time. Now, FewClicks can also search through any of your archives, so it's as simple as simply clicking on your archive, and when your archive opens up, it will have FewClicks sitting right here. So you can do exactly what you saw me doing with your mailbox inside your archive. But in case, like Jack Burns here, you have multiple archives and you aren't very sure which archive has what email, then you might need FewClicks Retro Plus. And this is how you would do that in Retro Plus. I have this Search Mail and Archives button. So you click that button and it opens up a little screen which allows you to select either some or all of your archives. And then you can say, okay, I'm going to search through all of my emails starting from January 2008 till date. And I'm interested in, for example, let's say that I'm looking for all emails with an OEM contract, right? So I'm going to say the subject as OEM. And those are the messages that I'm looking for. So I say search, and there you go. In about